I mean, so many times you see somebody start to go low under the ball and you think, okay, he's gonna get a flip reset, so I got a little more time. No, comm, just full send. Well, it's noly now. He's got support, options, goes with comm after jknaps fakes, and it slowed down the defense just enough. Comm just blows one right by firstkiller.
Such a nice play and a great fake to leave this one down to comm. Great communication from OG on this one to, bob and weave throughout Gen.G. OG Esports give themselves the early game lead.
Firstkiller has that one taken off his hood, then back out to midfield. noly, empty net, bang!
There you have it. Again, this is a player that you want to keep your eye on for multiple reasons. One, there is a lot of pride on the line in this matchup, but two, this is a player that can spot out probably more opportunity than most when it comes to finding a little bit of space, especially against a team like Gen.G. Firstkiller gonna send OG racing back home on this. Here comes jknaps. Slowing things down, reset, pass over to noly. noly's gonna pop this one up to the backboard. Tries to get the bump on Chronic, but it's not even needed. comm finds the space and the angle through, and OG go up by 3.
Well, Chronic has to respect the shot from noly, and after that turns into a pass, it's just a little bit of hard luck for jknaps, who didn't have much luck at all in this game. Fortunately, it didn't affect OG at all, as they absolutely dominate Gen.G. Coming up on the halfway mark here in game 2, which feels like it must be game 6 for Gen.G, the way they have just been stifled offensively. Even their best opportunities have not been enough, and then a brilliant infield pass finds comm. It's noly and comm connecting yet again.
This is kind of an intense duo because they find each other what feels like everywhere.
He has been a force to be reckoned with in this series. Set up by noly 3 times. He's got 3 goals. That goes infield. noly thought about it. Chronic takes advantage and scores. No, leading us towards overtime, unless Gen.G have something up their sleeve. They do not. noly will bring this down towards ground, and firstkiller says, wait a minute, not so fast. Appjack with a bump, but the save made by jknaps. Add another to his tally, and we go to OT. Now noly around the guy that replaced him. Now around his former teammate, and then around the other teammate. noly picks Gen.G apart. What a way to finish. What's going to give now for Gen.G as this goes down towards the ground? comm just trying to delay, burns all his boost to get around apparently Jack. And jknaps with a full tank of boost to delay firstkiller. That drops down in front though. Chronic on the case, and he scores. Gen.G has its first lead of this series.
When the series has started off this way, and an attempted bump not found, and the back of the net not found either. Gen.G could use all the insurance they could get, and comm just needed that final touch to get it in, and firstkiller will not let it happen.
Yeah, comm felt like he had to go wide, and if he did not, who knows? I don't think he gets bumped out of the way. He definitely has an open net if that doesn't happen. Instead, OG forced back to the drawing board. They got to play a little more defense now against Chronic. His flip reset effort denied by jknaps. Give him his second save of this game. It's been a little more sporadic here for OG, as apparently Jack catches them all frozen and doubles Gen.G's lead. And you become less and less confident as OG continue to amass their lead in the series. Now it's apparently Jack dancing around jknaps. Everybody forward for OG. That means nobody's back, and the only thing Jack had to contend with was making sure firstkiller couldn't steal the goal.
Bro, when you have appjack and firstkiller holding hands, skipping through the flower field, and no opponent in sight, it's a bad day for OG.
Well, firstkiller will try to put the finishing touches here on a great comeback performance out of Gen.G. Appjack with a couple.
Off to the corner, off to the races. Chronic is there first.
Now, Gen.G have watched OG work downfield very quickly with kind of these crossfield passes, all but that one through comm for a loop, and that's how firstkiller gets his first of the series. Just watch this go up and right back down. Comm had no idea what to do with it.
I've seen them be shaken up when stress mounts from LAN to online, but OG have looked better online. Chronic looks better with the ball in his hand.
My goodness. Got the flip reset over noly, just returned the favor from the end of game 2. Finally, OG get in his face, but it's not gonna matter. That demo takes out jknaps.
Oh.
Nobody else is home. firstkiller gets another.
And OG gotta see if they can challenge. Be aggressive, and comm! He breaks into the upper corner.
I mean, he just palms this ball. My gosh. Takes it all the way through. That was the window for OG to get back in it, and instead, Gen.G has dragged it all the way back to Champions Field. Between noly and comm, this time jknaps trying to take that himself. firstkiller, the easy save, and he's got that one over comm. Those passes just have not been there. We saw a couple connect in the midfield throughout these couple of games. This one does. It is noly setting up jknaps, and that, if you can believe it, is his first tally of any kind in this series.
Wow, through all that traffic too. And they've been so close. Now it's comm that desperately needs to make space, and he'll do more than that. He'll drop it off to give them a better lead.
I mean, so many times you see somebody start to go low under the ball and you think, okay, he's gonna get a flip reset, so I got a little more time. No, comm, just full send.
And one person who looks more comfortable to me especially is noly. Just big saves in the previous game, to getting on the ball more and being part of the mess, I guess. Chronic will keep Gen.G right in that shadow.
I mean, I definitely thought it was kind of a head scratcher, Chronic making the extra pass, but it worked out there.
With the bounce out to comm, who's been having wonderful defensive reads to not make this go easy for Gen.G, but eventually this will creep through, and Gen.G find the equalizer.
Just look up at the corner and you see the lack of boost collectively for OG, and one last steal out of the right-hand side, and Gen.G have in fact battled back. They just refuse to die. 17 seconds separate us from overtime. jknaps will score. What a catch and release to give OG the lead.
Incredible, and even beating the defender to the ball, and it just rolls on in. Nothing more to do after that, but hope and pray that OG can keep the lead to deny a reverse sweep from Gen.G. They've gone the distance against Gentlemates, G2, and some of the best that the world has to offer, but OG has had their number. Last few seconds, and Gen.G have to go downfield, and here comes Chronic. jknaps reading this, but the ball is still kept up in the air. Gen.G all clumped up together, and noly with the 50 that forces it down, gives OG the win on Champions Field.